Good morning, welcome to Breakfast with Naga Munchetty and Charlie State.
Our headlines today.
Good morning, it's Thursday, December the 16th. Our main story this morning: think carefully before going to pubs and restaurants this Christmas. Don't mix with people you don't have to. They were the messages from the Prime Minister and England's Chief Medical Officer as COVID cases soar.
Boris Johnson and Professor Chris Whitty made the warnings as the UK recorded more than 78,000 new infections yesterday, the highest figure since the start of the pandemic. Damien Grammaticus has more.
Thank you.
Voting in the North Shropshire by-election will get underway in just under an hour. Migrants who cross the Channel in small boats are facing very poor conditions at Home Office facilities in Dover. This according to inspectors and independent monitors.
A report by the Inspectorate of Prisons says there are significant safeguarding concerns for children and vulnerable adults, despite government assurances that conditions would improve. Our Home editor, Mark Easton, reports.
President Biden has been visiting Kentucky to see the damage caused by a series of deadly tornadoes.
74 people were killed and some communities need to be completely rebuilt. As Nomi Iqbal has this report.
Now, one of the weather events causing more problems in the United States is a huge dust. Astounding pictures. Matt has the weather for us. Matt, morning to you. So hopefully nothing like that over here. The US really does seem to have been battered in the last few days.
Thank you very much.
Time now is just coming up to 6:15. Now, lawyers for Ghislaine Maxwell will begin her defence in a New York courtroom today. She's accused of grooming underage girls for abuse by the billionaire Jeffrey Epstein.
It's not yet clear if she'll take the stand. Sarah Kirsoff, some of the inside pages, you've got a story there for us?
I have. How much do you pay for your text messages? Do you know?
No idea.
It's probably all bundled into a package. That's what most people have. How much do you think, I'm going to do this, fold that down. The world's first text message, what do you think it said?
Hello?
No, it said Merry Christmas. But, not that you ought to know that, it was sent to the Vodafone director, Richard Jarvis, in December, year? Do you want to guess a year?
1981.
1992. Not doing great. So this is being sold, this text message, and I was a bit confused as to how a text message could be sold, and it has to be paid for in cryptocurrency. So what it's doing, it's going to be sold as a digital file containing the information such as the phone number used and the message itself, and the person who buys it will own the rights to it.
Who was it from and to?
I just told you, it was to the Vodafone director, Richard Jarvis, sent in December 1992.
Did he get a reply?
He received it from his Orbital 901 handset from the Vodafone engineer Neil Papworth. Neil Papworth was 22 at the time, and he helped develop the service. And he sent it from his computer. Anyway, it's being...
Can I bring you news from the world of robots, which I always like to keep a close eye on? One of the perennial problems with robots is that you can't combine the strength of a robot hand with the tenderness required for the use normally of a hand. As you know, they're always smashing things, aren't they, robots? But can they do delicate things with their hands?
Robots' hands being tender, no.
Here we are. The solution may be on its way. Things like picking up an egg and then moments later crushing a can. So it's able to do both these things, when previously all they could do basically was smash things. That's an exaggeration, but they weren't able to do things that required a delicate touch. It's changing.
Always a delicate touch is always a good thing. It's development. Going to be another busy awards season for Olivia Colman. The actor's already picked up a couple of nominations for her latest role in a film called The Lost Daughter.
Directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal, better known for her work as an actress, it's about a lonely academic reliving some of the struggles she faced in motherhood. Now,
it's a serious subject, but it is very clear that the two actors had a lot of fun working together, as our entertainment correspondent Colin Patterson found out when he met them. The Lost Daughter is in cinemas from tomorrow. It's released on Netflix on New Year's Eve. And we're going to run a longer version of that interview just after 8:30.
It's always interesting when there's a little bit of chaos in those situations,
Yes.
because sometimes they can be quite sort of fixed and quite formatted, and then a little bit of chaos always works.
You are watching Breakfast. Plenty to come on the programme.